Okay, my friends, today is February 24th, 2023. We're going on a call. We're going to change an evaporator coil on a BI-36. And so I will get back in touch when we get to the job. Okay, here we are, BI-36. First thing we're going to do here is remove the grill, the cover, empty the refrigerator, pull the back wall off, and we'll do that first. Okay, so now, when I was here last week, I put this line tap valve on here to put some freon in there to give her some refrigeration until I got the part and got back. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the freon, and then we're going to take this line tap valve off. Okay, and then also empty the refrigerator. Okay, there's the evaporator coil. Let's open up the box. Make sure we have the right one. It looks like the right one. Let's take the gas out. All right, now. Okay, let's see. We pulled out, I want to say 3 ounces. I know this is an R22 scale, but I have graduations here. Every half inch is an ounce of R134A, so it's about right at the 3 ounce mark. It takes 4.5 ounces So we're still low on freon. Anyway, we're going to now remove the capillary, the line tap valve here. Take the evaporator, turn on some light. Okay, so here's the new coil. We're going to unsweat it here, and we're going to unsweat the cap. We're going to put that in just like that. This is your sensor that goes through the evaporator coil. Get that out of the way. Alright, so we're empty. There's no freon in there. Next thing we're going to do is unsweat this coil. You want to stick this capillary tube at least an inch into the evaporator coil. Same way on a dryer, because you don't want to solder it shut. I've seen that happen, and I've done it myself. Now you want to also make sure it's not closed off, and I can see it's not pinched. All right, now flux. Make sure it's right, because if you solder this in there and it leaks and you got to take it all apart and this and that, it just pays to put a little extra effort in it and make sure you're not going to have a problem. Time is money. Okay, we gotta find something to hold that evaporator up. It's hot. You don't want that flame against the back wall. It'll melt the insulation. All right, we'll pressure test it with nitrogen. Now we're going to cut off the process tube. Cut it where we had the tap valve and put on a process port. I'm removing the Schrader pin because surely will melt. let's let that cool down. There. That's better. You see the difference? Got a much larger opening there. That's satisfactory. This is going to go in here like that. I'm going to take off some more of this paint. Okay, an inch in, little bend, put some flux on there, and then we have to sand this. Okay, one thing you want to do is make sure you protect these wires and this control board here. It's still hot, but it's not burning. We're going to use our high side gauge on this, otherwise it could ruin your compound gauge. So far, so good. Okay. Okay, now we remounted everything up here, drained out the nitrogen, and now what we're going to do before we recharge it is do a sweep charge, which is allowing the compressor to run and pumping out whatever residual nitrogen is in there. Also, I put everything back together in here, so that's where we're at right now. Okay, she's back on. Now we're doing a sweep charge. Can hear the nitrogen coming out of there, so just pulling down. Let's get it down as low as we can get it. She's down 25 inches. Okay, let's get our charging column. Let's heat up this tank a little bit. Heating up the tank will help me transfer the refrigerant into the charging column. Thoroughly dry it, because you don't want any water, moisture to get into your hose or your column. Put liquid in here, and let's see, we got right now I got it 1, 2, 3. You can see that 3 ounces there. That's 4, that mark just above the 3 on the R22 scale, so 4.5 is going to be close to 4. Okay, let's go. Open this. I'll try to set this up so you can see it. All right. That's pretty close. 4.5 ounces. Okay, we're down to 20, 28. You know, it's not that accurate because it's just a gauge. It's not a vacuum gauge, so, but it's pretty close. All right, here's what I was saying here. Now, normally what I'll do is I'll open up the high side and I'll put it near my ear and see if I can hear anything or feel anything coming out, and I don't, which means it's completely dry, completely empty. So we're going to take the gauge off, the hose. I'm going to put on the cap. And that's it. So now we'll start to charge it up. And while we're doing that, we'll start loading up our car. Oh, here we go. Remember, vapor only. Okay, I'm going to heat the column up to force the vapor into the system. You see those bubbles? Alright, we got about 10-11 pounds back pressure, which is pretty good for this model. Okay. Temperature's starting to come down. Okay, air filter's on. Water filter needs a new water filter. I'll tell the customer that because I don't remember if she told me to replace it or not. Alright, so we're going to close this off. And we're going to button up the system. I gotta say, these compressors on the Sub-Zeros, they're made by Embraco, and they're one of the quietest compressors in my 57 years experience. Pretty good stuff. Alright, now we need to put this back on. Thing about Sub-Zeros, they use all stainless steel screws, and so they're not magnetic. Alright, here's another one here. This is going to go here. Okay, this is going to go like this. Okay, be that way. All right. Now we'll put the grill on. Okay, that's done. Temperature's down 2 more degrees. This job is done. Any questions? Get in touch with me. Thanks for watching.